Hey, what's going on guys? It's your boy LOZA. Today we're looking at Cosmo Queen, the Queen of Prayers, a new spellcaster card that is a remake of Cosmo Queen, which already kind of had a remake with Cosmo Brain, but hey, here we are again. It still has the same stats, but it's got this cool effect to search a field spell, so I think you know where we're going with this. So I'm going to show off a little combo on, what you can do with this card in Dark Magician. It is a kind of neat spellcaster extender, but don't forget this can be a massive brick in the hand if you don't have a field spell, and you're about to see why. We will start by normaling Magician's Rod. Magician's Rod getting us any DM card. We're going to get Salvation here, because that's going to let us set the Eternal Soul, as well as being a field spell, which of course facilitates the Cosmo Queen effect. So Eternal Soul is going to be set. Great, we can bring Dark Magician out. We're now going to use that Cosmo Queen. She's going to summon herself in defense mode, and we're going to activate her effect, popping the Salvation, and that's going to allow us to get Village, and it will just put it straight in our hand, which is pretty nifty considering we've already got two spellcasters on the field here. Now, of course, Rod's only 1600, but she is 2450 defense. It would be nice when you put her in attack as well, but you have to summon her in defense mode, sadly. There's also another effect you can do. If it's your opponent's field spell, you can negate the effects of the opponent's field spell and then add a field spell from your deck to hand. So either way, you're going to be adding that field spell from deck to hand. But yeah, you get to negate your opponents too if they have one, which is kind of cool. If you do go into IP, remember you'll lose your spellcaster for Village, so you'd only want to do this if you had like Magician Souls or something like that. So I would probably just go ahead and make Artemis here, and then you're going to be able to, on the opponent's turn, flip up that Eternal Soul. We don't actually have a Dark Magician to summon in this example, but just flipping the Eternal Soul on the opponent's turn will let you do the classic DM play with Artemis, which is just going to be the ability to trigger Rotting Grave and recycle by tributing Artemis. Fantastic. Now, of course, if your opponent has a way to out your spellcaster, they'll be able to out your Village. And Eternal Soul flipping up does give your opponent a way to out your spellcaster, so be very careful about flipping this card. You only want to do that in the end phase of your opponent's turn, say if they are not going to, contest your board. Because yeah, once again, if Eternal Soul leaves the field, for those who don't know, it does destroy all monsters on your field, meaning Cosmo Queen will go, and then Village will no longer be locking our opponent out of spells. I don't think there's too much more to this card, guys. This card is obviously not going to come out for a while. It's only just been announced for the OCG. And to be honest, I don't really think I'll be playing it, but it would be really nice if, Village was important in a certain format. This could be a nice card to play. But being a level 8 Dark spellcaster, we don't really have a way to search it. We don't really have a way to use it outside of making sure we have Salvation or Village already on the field to just summon it as an extender. And to be honest, if we just wanted a spellcaster that summons itself for free, there are plenty of other options. Jester Config comes to mind, but that's also a pretty bad card. Anyway, Cosmo Queen, I'm going to give her a 6 out of 10 because, yeah, she can get us Village, which is really nice, but she's also kind of bricky as well. So, I guess you could make the argument that you can play one copy of Village and one copy of her, so Village is less bricky, I suppose. This just in, guys, I was making this video and Chicken Game actually came off the ban list, so another great field spell you can play with the Cosmo Queen is Chicken Game. Of course, she can help you search this out, draw a card, and then she can help you get rid of it for the next field spell to come into play. So I think this is a pretty good addition to the little Cosmo Queen engine, if you want to call it that, along with Terraforming. I think this card just misses the mark a bit because the OG Cosmo Queen kind of reminded me of just a, evil sorceress kind of Dark Magician. And, it doesn't really give me that vibe anymore. It's just like a field spell generic searching card. I don't know. You know me, I want every card to be DM support, but it would have been nice if they tied it in more to those OG vanilla cards. But hey, what can we do? Cosmo Brain was also one where they clearly wanted to tie it in with Blue Eyes and Dark Magician by being a vanilla once again, but it being a level 8 mana got played in Blue Eyes and not Dark Magician. Of course, I understand why it's a level 8 because the original was a level 8, but yeah, anyway. It's cool that Cosmo Queen has now been remade twice, basically, or maybe this Cosmo Brain's meant to be a different version of her, maybe not her at all, but, I'm just assuming these are all the same 3 cards just remade. Let me know what you think about these guys down in the comments, and let me know what you think about Searchable Village. Seems alright.